Monica, welcome.
Thank you very much, Steph, and Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, actually, to all of you here. It's nice to see you again for this new year. So, good afternoon. I just wanted to say that we had my colleague Mark Seddon, who is sitting in the back there, we had a meeting with the PGA, and I would like to convey on her behalf her thank you to all of you for the cooperation last year. So she's looking forward to a strong cooperation this year, a working relationship with you. As you know, she said before repeatedly that the role of the media is a very important one, a very crucial one in her agenda. And then again, thank you very much for all your work, excellent work last year, and we look forward to continuing this work with you this year. And by the way, a very busy year. As I said before, I'm going to start with an informal plenary meeting that the PGA will convene to brief, actually, member states. This is going to happen on the 15th of January at 3 p.m. at the Trusteeship Council Chamber. So this is an informal meeting where she will discuss, of course, her agenda for the coming months. And also, on another event for these coming months, the PGA will preside over a high-level debate on international migration and development on the 27th of February 2019 in the ECOSOC chamber. This meeting is mandated by the GA, as you may have heard, and we will be organized under the auspices of the president of the GA in lieu of the 2019 high-level dialogue. The meeting will serve to inform the high-level political forum on sustainable development, which will review the goals and targets relevant to migration of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, taking into consideration the outcomes of other processes related to international migration and development. And the date is the 27th of February. And also, you may recall that the President has appointed the ambassadors of Spain, His Excellency Agustin Santor Maraver, and of Bangladesh, His Excellency Masood bin Momen, as co-facilitators for the Migration Review Forum. So this, or both of them, will lead open, transparent, and inclusive consultations with member states to determine the modalities and organizational aspects of the International Migration Review. And then this is requested actually by the Global Compact itself, and the modalities shall be finalized by 31st of July. And on the Convention of the Rights of the Child, the GA will also commemorate the 30th anniversary of the Convention this year by organizing a high-level plenary meeting of the 74th session of the General Assembly to help with consultations with member states, but also on the organization and procedural arrangements. So Ms. María Fernanda Espinosa, for that goal, appointed His Excellency Mr. Georgy Velikov Panayotov, Ambassador of Bulgaria, and also Her Excellency Maliha Lodi, who is the Ambassador of Pakistan to the UN. They will also co-facilitate an open and transparent consultative process with member states to finalize the modalities resolution for this high-level plenary meeting. And today, on the PGA's agenda, President Espinosa will have a bilateral meeting this afternoon with the Ambassador of Belgium. She will also grant 2 interviews, one to the Washington Times and also later Bloomberg TV. And this is also everything that we have here from us today. Do you have any questions? Go ahead.
Thank you, Monica, and welcome back. Again, on the Saudi woman in Thailand, my question, does the PGA, who have been a long-standing advocate for women's rights, have any position on the guardianship laws in Saudi Arabia that prevents women from taking basic decisions regarding their free will, if I may put it this way?
You are absolutely spot on. Gender equality is actually the first priority of this PGA. She, as we said before, has been advocating for human rights and also for gender equality a long way before that became trendy, according to some analysts, and she's very consistent about that. On this particular issue that you are mentioning, she took notes, of course, through the media reports that we all have seen, and also recalls that UNHCR is now in the scene there. So we are following this report. But thank you.
What about the guardianship laws in Saudi Arabia?
Look, the PGA, as I said before, has been very consistent on gender equality. This is #1 priority of her presidency. And it's certainly an important topic for the PGA. It's first priority out of 7. And that's what we have to say about that. But thank you for your question. Yes, go ahead.
I didn't understand what you had to say about that. Does she condemn the guardianship laws in Saudi Arabia, given her very important priority that she makes her first priority of gender equality? Does she believe those laws are acceptable in the modern day age?
The PGA is a strong advocate for gender equality. This is her first priority. I don't have anything to say on this particular issue.
Sorry, with the greatest respect, if it's such a priority, then why can't she speak out about appalling instances where gender equality is not in place, like the guardianship rules of Saudi Arabia? It seems a little mealy-mouthed to 1 minute say it's your key priority and then not be able to say something about one of the countries that is not applying any gender equality.
James, thank you very much for your question and also for your question on this. As I said before, on this particular issue, I don't have anything else to say apart from what I've said before. So if there is a request for the PGA to comment on this, I can get back to you. But I think this is a very clear that gender equality is important, that women and men are equal, and they have the rights as human beings, and that's what we have to say on this.
Can I just have a follow-up?
Yes, of course.
As the female president of the General Assembly, is she not concerned that the women in Saudi Arabia would be notified by text messages when they are divorced? Is she concerned or not about that?
You are talking about a particular issue from laws from a particular country. And as we said before from this podium when we were asked about legislations and decisions about particular countries, that we are not commenting on the specific issues. I think it's very telling that this is the first female president from Latin America. It is very telling that she has been advocating for her priorities as #1, gender equality. But on this specific case that, as we all know, started surfacing on the media landscape yesterday, I don't have any further comments. But I acknowledge your question, and I thank you for your question. And as I said before, there is a request for a personal comment, and I will take it on board. But thank you. Welcome back, and Happy New Year. Okay, any other questions? No? Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. And thank you very much. Thank you.